Welcome back to a brand new coffee tech break with Jan. So I think I got a great video for you today because I will talk you through the unboxing of the Poly Sync 20. I think a really great device for the brand new hybrid worker. So where are we coming from looking at the speakerphone market? So there's a lot of different possibilities. From the Polycom side we had the Foxbox, we had the Callisto range from the Plantronic side, so the 3200, the 5200, the 5300. We had the 7200, which was a rebrand of the Foxbox. Only the 7200 was in black. And still, great devices, great audio devices to use. So some of them with Bluetooth, some of them with a cable to the laptop, some of them battery based, etc. Really nice. Now, we're entering now a new age, where we are entering the age with the hybrid worker. And if you ask me, I think the Sync 20 is really made for this new hybrid worker. Now, let me show you what is inside the box, because I think that is always really nice. So already looking at the packaging, really nice Poly branded. Same as with the Studio X30, X50, there is where the Poly branded already started. So it says here Sync 20. There's also the Sync 20 Plus. That's good to know, and that will be delivered with the BT600 dongle. And so that is also a nice option. Of course, this guy already has a cable, but if you wirelessly want to connect to the laptop, I recommend you the 20 Plus, so you get that dongle. Now, let me show you what is inside. I think really nice. Very nice packaging. So what is in there? We have a quick start guide. So quick start guide, I really like that. So we immediately have a walk through all the buttons, and not too much, because again, I also just like to click, so it just shows you very quickly what the buttons are doing, etc. And this is also what I really like, just quick and handy, what you need to press, how to connect it, etc. Really short. Now, there's some cabling there, some secure cabling to wire it against your wrist. So this comes in the package, and very nice. It's also Poly branded, as you can see. So very nice, comes with this package. And of course the speakerphone is in here, but just look at the packaging. It's similar like we see with the X30 and X50. Very easy, and very easy to bring, of course, from home to the office in your office bag. Really nice. Okay, now let me open it up, and here you go, the Poly Sync 20. Really nice speakerphone. So the whole design, there's really a lot of thought about that, because it's entering really a new age of the speakerphone world. This can go up to 20 kilohertz and down to 80 hertz, if you look at the audio and the sound. And this is, I think, one of the great values of using these next generation smart speakers, is that when you, of course, when you sit on a headset 1 or 2 hours, great. But after that, you want to switch to a speakerphone. But make sure you switch to a speakerphone which has those highs and those lows, because you don't want to concentrate that much to hear what you need to hear. And audio is so super important, because the more and the better the audio is, the more you need to concentrate and focus, and eats a lot of that energy, what you need to focus on a specific training or something. So, and this guy is really made for that new hybrid worker who's gonna be sitting at home and maybe for a day doing his trainings and maybe his calls, etc. What features are in here? Because I think that's very important. So it comes with Bluetooth 5, and there's a battery in there, so you can really do a full day of audio calls and maybe listen to music, because as I said, it can go really down and really high. So also for your music, it's a very nice player. So on the front you can see some buttons, as you see here. So we got here the call button, we see your volume up and down, we see the mute button, and all the way to the right we have the rocket button. Now that comes from because Plantronics in that day went to the moon with that Snoopy headset, where there was a lot of innovation started that time, and this is why we have that rocket button, which you're able to program. So you can program that with stop and play music, forward music. You can also connect it to Siri or your Alexa. So this will initiate that voice assistant on your phone. So there's not a voice assistant here, but you initiate that through that button on your phone device. So really nice, and you can hook it up to your phone, Bluetooth 5. So I will show you that in a bit. Now, what is more, so on the side here, you can see also it has the pairing button this side. So this is the Bluetooth pairing button on the middle, and I think that is very nice. You can even charge your phone. I know that Apple doesn't deliver chargers anymore with the iPhone, for example. So here you can charge your phone. Really nice. So as you can see, a USB-A port, so you can even hook up your cable, and it comes with a sort of rubber, because this whole device also has an IP rating, so it can come a little bit wet, not submerged of course, but it can become a little bit wet, and also you can see that here from the rubbers that is well protected for dust and a little bit of water. Now on the other side we have here the secure cable. So here you can hook up that wrist cable, which I showed you earlier. So we put this guy in there, but I will not do that in the video, because that will take some time to put the cable in there, but really nice. Now on the back of this device, let me show you. So what do we have here? This is the Boss Reflex port. So this is the Boss Reflex port, which will go down to 80 Hertz for the lowers. But also if you look at it, it's got also the Poly branded in there. So this whole bracket is also in that branding. Really nice. Now this is the USB-A edition. You also have the C edition. So this is the A edition. And there's a cable which is underneath, and it's like just a little bit under the 1 meter, which comes with this box. So it's easy to hook it up to the laptop and to put it in your table. So I think this really should be sufficient. And also it's attached to it. So you cannot lose the cable. It's attached to the device. So it cannot be taken away, or you can lose it. It's attached to the device, and you easily wrap this back underneath, and you can take this with you. So really nice. You secure the connector and ready to go. Now I also see some rubbers in here, which make sure that when you put it on the table, is that it's not shaking on the table or something. And also the rubbers are really tight, so not when you use it a couple of times that these are getting lost or something. So these rubbers are really attached to the device. Really nice. So the whole design, there's really a lot of thinking about it, because this was the older design, and now you got this brand new design, and that was a whole lot of thinking, because that whole design makes it possible to go really to that high and low audio, and really powerful. Now let me turn it on to show you what's going on.
Battery high.
So what you see immediately is the LED bar, which will give you a sort of status.
No phone is connected.
Of the box. It will mention it if the phone is connected, is a first time usage. Now what we need to do is, if we want to pair it up We go of course here to that Bluetooth button. We hold that for 2 seconds.
Pairing.
And as you can hear, it says pairing. So let me open up my mobile phone and search for it. And here you go. So let me show you. You can see here on the top, Poly Sync 20. So let me click on that. All right. Do you want to pair? Yes,
Pairing
please.
successful. Phone 1 connected.
And you see how fast that goes. It is paired. So now, yeah, you can play music with your phone, take calls, take phone calls, etc. Now, and in case you want to use it to the laptop, well, you can hook up the cable and of course use this cable with it, USB-A, or if you got a Mac and you probably want to use the USB-C edition, hook that up to the laptop and this will also charge the device. Really nice. And after usage, we just hold the on and off button.
Power off.
And here you go. We can put that back into the package and take it with it to the office. Now that was the Sync 20. Great smart speakerphone device for the hybrid user. Now, to give you a sort of sneak peek, and I wanted to show you the comparison with the Sync 60. So again, Sync 20, Sync 60. And as you will see, there's really quite some difference in size here. So the Sync 60 is really for your mid-size to large conference rooms. Really nice. So let me show you all the features of the Sync 60. So instead of 3, which the Sync 20 has, this guy got 6 microphones. So it's really powerful to find that speaker in the room. Now, as you will see here below, there's quite some buttons in here. So starting all the way here with NFC. So you can pair your phone by just putting your phone on here and it will be Bluetooth paired. We got the Teams button here, so you can hook it up to your Teams room system, your G series, and you probably initiate a Cortana or something. So we got here the volume control, the mute, really nice. Now on the side, let me show you, you got here 2 charging ports, really nice. So again, there's no chargers coming with phones today, so I think it's really nice. So when you walk into those conference rooms, you can charge your phone. Also, what you see here on this side is a link button, and that is to link the Sync 60 to another Sync 60. So you got really one big speaker and one big mic in your conference room. Really powerful. Now, on the other side, as you see here, you got your Kensington lock. So you can really make sure that people cannot take it out of your conference room and secure it. On the back side, we have the Boss Reflex port on the Sync 20. Well, we got another one here, a big one in the Sync 60. Also, there's a big reflex port, so it also can go very low in the audio and very high in the frequency range. So also the audio is really crystal clear. You got also the feet, the rubbers here, so it doesn't go and run away from the table when you play the sound. Now, one important one is the connectors. So what connectors do we expect on the 60? And as you will see here, let me show it. We got one connector here to the laptop. So this guy will be your USB-C or USB-A. We got also a USB pass-through port. And this pass-through port is for your camera. So you can hook your camera up to the Sync 60 and you have one cable from the speakerphone to your laptop. And the last one here is the power. So let me show you which cable comes with the Sync 60. Let me show you that. So we got here on this side, we got the USB-C, which will go in the speakerphone. Now to the laptop, and that of course can be a C or an A, we got this type of cable. So you can really decide as a user which one you want to use. So in case you got USB-C, so you can use the C, maybe to your MacBook or something. In case you got an older laptop, you can also use the USB-A. But you can combine now things. So by putting this cable in the back of your Sync 60, so we got this one cable going to your laptop. We can use another cable, and of course this can be, and I'm using now an Eagle Eye Mini for example, but you can also of course can use a Cube or any other of those poly cameras and connect that in there. So let me show you. So I'm now connecting here my Eagle Eye Mini directly into the Sync 60. And that is, I think, really powerful. So think of your mid-sized conference room where people just walk in with that cable using that single cable onto the laptop, and they can directly use this combination onto the laptop. And so they can use on the laptop Teams, Zoom, WebEx or any video client you have. You plug this cable in and you can use this whole kit with speakerphone of course on the table and the camera on the screen, and use this kit in that small conference room or personal conference room, etc. You could even use this at home. And so if you really like a great speaker at home, that's also possible, and combine that of course with the Cube or Eagle Eye Mini or any other camera you have. But still, again, you got this single cable, as I know those laptops doesn't have a lot of USB ports today. So I think it's really powerful that you got this single cable going to the laptop and you're able to use it. And this pass-through with your camera is only available on the Sync 60. Now, that was sort of sneak peek of the Sync 60. Of course, there's a lot of things possible. For example, the BT600. Don't forget that. So you can order those and use those devices with your BT600 dongle. So you can imagine, you can even plug this guy into your X30 and X50. It's not officially supported there, but it works. You can put that in, and the mic functionality and the speaker functionality, you can transfer that onto a Sync which is on the table. And then you only need power on the Sync and wirelessly connect that this guy into your Studio X30 or X50 and use that mic wirelessly on your table. Now, again, this was quite a session. Hopefully it was useful. I'm already looking forward to the next session where I'll probably dive a bit deeper into RealConnect, Teams. There's a new versions coming up for Studio X30 and X50, the MTR for Android. So there's enough videos coming in the new year. I'm really looking forward to that.